Hello students, let's begin our next chapter, understanding quadrilaterals. So before going to that, we'll see some basic definitions and all. Plane surface. So what's a plane surface? A flat surface like paper is a plane surface. Okay. Then plane curve. When we get a curve by joining the number of points without lifting the pencil is a plane curve. Okay, if you are drawing something without lifting the pen or pencil, if you are getting any curve, that is called plane curve. Okay, so flat surface is called plane surface. Without lifting your pen or pencil, if you are drawing something, that's your plane curve. Okay. It could be open or closed curve. Okay, so let's see that open curve. So these are open curves because it's not jointed. Okay, some opening is there. So these are open curves. Closed curve. So all these figures are closed curve. It can be any straight line or any curve like this. Okay, so whatever it can be. So these are the closed curve. Polygons. The simple curved closed curves which are made up of line segments only are called the polygons. So in the previous figure also you can see one curve was like a one curve. These are the polygons, but this is not a polygon. Why? Because it is not made of straight line. Okay. So polygons are made up of line segments. Okay, line segment means you already learned. So it will be having a starting point and ending point. That's a line segment. So all these are the polygons. Okay, so it should be a closed figure and it should be made of line segments. Then only it is called polygons. Okay, so all these are the examples for polygons. Classification of polygons. Polygons can be classified by the number of sides or vertices they have. Okay, depending upon the number of sides. So in this table you can see, so number of sides is 3. Okay, so the figure will look like this. Okay, side number 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is named as triangle. Then 4 sides. So those 4-sided figures are called quadrilaterals. Okay. So some quadrilaterals like square and rectangle. Okay, both are having 4 sides. Okay, even rhombus, parallelogram, all these are quadrilaterals. Why it is quadrilateral means they are having 4 sides. Okay, not worried about the angles and all. These are the quadrilaterals. Then 5 sides if you are having, then it is called pentagon. Okay, 5 sides. Penta means 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is a pentagon. Then 6 means hexagon. 6 means hexa. Okay, so 6 side is hexagon. Then 8 means octagon. 7 means heptagon. So like this it's named. Then coming to diagonals. Any line segment which connects the two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon is called diagonal. Okay, if you see the picture, you can see. Okay, let's start with the 4-sided figure itself. Then only it will be easy. Okay. So quadrilateral, 4 sides are there. Okay. A line segment should join two non-consecutive. Non-consecutive means no, it should not be continuous. This side and this side are continuous. Okay, you can't connect this and you can't say that is diagonal. Without connection. Okay. Non-consecutive. So if you join this and this, then it's a diagonal. This and this, then it's a diagonal. Okay. Here in the pentagon also. So these two are consecutive vertices. Okay. This and this is consecutive. This and this is consecutive. All other are non-consecutive. So that's why you can join from here to here, here to here. Okay. So for this vertex, this and this is the non-consecutive vertex. So that only you can join and say it's a diagonal. Okay. And this is for hexagon. Okay, you can join like this. For a triangle, you don't have a diagonal. Why? Because for this vertex, this is consecutive, this is also consecutive. Then no other vertex is there which is non-consecutive. So you can't draw a diagonal for a triangle. Understood? Interior and exterior of a closed curve. So these are the pictures. So for this curve, okay, this closed figure, the blue part is the interior, okay, interior of the curve, and this blue area is the exterior of the closed curve. So this is a closed curve. So this is interior and this is exterior, outside. Okay, interior means inside, exterior means outside. Then convex and concave polygons. The polygon which have all the diagonals inside the figure are known as a convex polygon. So take this diagram. So it's a polygon, okay, with four sides this polygon is there. So if you connect the diagonal, okay, so both the diagonals are within the figure, within the shape, okay, then this is called convex polygon. The polygon which have some of its diagonals outside the figure also are known as a concave polygon. Okay, so see this picture. Here you can draw two diagonals. Okay, this is one vertex, this is one vertex, this is one vertex, this is one vertex. Okay, here also you are having four sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is also a quadrilateral. Okay, this is also a four-sided figure. So this is also a polygon. Okay, you have two diagonals, non-consecutive vertex. So this and this are non-consecutive vertex. So you can join. Okay, and this are non-consecutive vertex. You can join. Okay, so one of the sum of its diagonals outside the figure. So this diagonal is outside the figure. Then this polygon is called concave polygon. Okay, convex means all diagonals inside. Concave means any of the diagonal is outside the figure. Okay. Regular and irregular polygons. Polygons which are equiangular and equilateral are called regular polygons. That is, a polygon is regular if its all sides are equal, its all angles are equal. Okay, if both the condition, all sides should be equal, all angles should be equal, then it is called a regular polygon. Okay, so these are the examples. Okay, you can see a equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle means all sides will be equal and all angles will be equal to 60 degree. Okay, so all angles are equal and all sides are equal means it's a regular polygon. Take a square, all angles are 90 degree and all sides will be equal, then this is also a regular polygon. Take this right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, one angle is 90 degree. You can't say the remaining two angles are 90 degree. You can't get a 90 degree on both angles. It's impossible. So this is not a regular polygon. And sides also not equal. Okay. Suppose rectangle you are taking. All the angles are equal. All angles will be equal to 90 degree. But what about sides? Opposite sides alone will be equal. Okay. Then you can say this rectangle is not a regular polygon. It's a irregular polygon. Hence, square is a regular polygon, but a rectangle is not, as its angles are equal but sides are not equal. The next one, angle sum property. The sum of all the interior angles of a polygon remains the same according to the number of sides regardless of the shape of the polygon. Okay, so depending upon the number of vertices, okay, number of sides the polygon is having, depending upon that, the sum of the angles of all the interior angles. Okay, only the interior angles are going to be equal to a constant degree. Okay, let's see that. Okay, the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is n minus 2 into 180 degree. N is the number of sides. Okay, the n is the number of sides of the polygon. Example we will see. Okay, suppose triangle you are taking. Okay, triangle is having 3 sides. How to, this is the formula to find out the sum of the angles. Okay, so if you substitute it, 3, n minus 2, no, so 3 minus 2 into 180. So 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 into 180 equal to 180 degree. Okay, this you would have studied in your previous class itself. Sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so suppose let us take quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means a square, rectangle, you can take any 4-sided figure. So 4 sides are there, so you will put 4 minus 2 into 180. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 into 180 is 360 degree. So suppose square you are having. So square means angle is 90 degree. So 4 into 90, it is equal to 360. Okay, that's why n gone. Okay, so n number of sides is there means n into n minus 2 into 180. So that's all for this video. I'll end this video. Thank you, children.